Something has got to be done about these goats. Enough is enough. Get out. Hello, welcome back to Smallholding on a Shoestring. If you're new to the channel, my name is Luke, my partner's name is Becky, and this is our little smallholding in the northwest of Ireland. Now, these goats, it might seem all great fun and high jinks, but they are naughty. You get them tame to make life easier, but there becomes a tipping point when they become, I call it over tame, and they just become an absolute nuisance. They're always getting into trouble, which I can usually deal with, but I don't know how they did it, but somehow they knocked a stable door off its hinges to get to the chicken food on the inside, and in the process they crushed one of our chickens to death. So enough is enough. We've got to do something about them. We can't just have them roaming around the property like we had them for the last 18 months. This one for 18 months anyway. The other two we've only had for just less than a year. This big fat one here is called Peggy. If you are new to the channel and don't know it, Peggy Sue. And she's not pregnant, she's just fat. Don't look at me like that. So some people would tether them, and that's okay, but it rains all the time here in Ireland. It's a beautiful crystal clear day here today, but within the next 20 minutes it could be raining, so you'd have to have a shelter with them constantly, and then you've got to stop them from tangling themselves and hanging themselves. So I don't like to tether them. I've recently done the fence along the bottom that was damaged in the storm. I've replaced that, but I've also put a fence all the way around this section of our small field. And this here, yes, I'm talking at you, can't jump it. She can't jump a normal stock fence, but the little one, the naughty one, the white one, is called Belle, and she can jump it. Hazel is about the same size as Belle, but she won't jump it. So I'm gonna put an electric fence around the top, and hopefully that will stop Belle from jumping. It's only temporary, so that's why I didn't put up, you know, a 6-foot fence to start with instead of the stock fence. Shouldn't need it once she puts on more weight as she gets a bit older. She's only a year old. When she starts getting a bit of weight on her, a bit of size, she shouldn't be able to jump it. Peggy's losing her winter coat now, that's why I'm grooming her off. There you go, Peggy. I've got a little shelter, rain shelter to use here. It's just for the summer. They do need somewhere to get out of the rain. In the winter, on a really cold night, I'll still take them into the stables. Once I've put the door back on that was knocked off. This is the fence across the bottom which I replaced. So as you can see, a fence right across the top as well. So now they're confined to one area, and that will make life much better for everybody involved. To attach my electric fence to my stock fence, the best idea that I could come up with was to put a couple of extra staples in each post as I went along, and then just slotted the electric fence pole. So now really the only thing left is to go around, put my stakes in each of the posts, and then run some wire around it. This bottom corner I call frog bottom because it's permanently wet and I'm always finding frogs down here. The bottom fence posts I put in with my friend Tom, one of those rare instances when I've had some help here. It was much appreciated though, because getting the old posts out, the few that were still in the ground, were an absolute nightmare to get out. Well, all those are up now and it's just a case of running the wire around. I'm going to use this quite broad one because it's more visible. I'll go and get that up now. I've just gone for one strand for now. I've just been watching them and I think that will do it. If it needs to go higher, I'll put more on. I've got loads of wire. That eternal question when you put electric fence up, is it on, is it working? I've got a device to put on it and test, but usually I just touch it. Oh, yep, that's working. This one's called Hazel. She absolutely loves stealing chicken feed. Apart from the goats murdering chickens, there's a lot happening. It's spring and it's super busy, really busy time of year for any small holding. So I'll go and show you a few things now. I'm dying to show you my mushroom logs. No jokes about being a fun guy and all that. Let's just go and I'll show you my mushroom logs. Come on. Come on, keep going. These are my mushroom logs. Beechwood is super difficult to get here in Ireland. Freshly cut beech. I was asking all my tree surgery friends, but as usual, Orin came good and got me some. So you drill holes in them and then you put a little wooden dowel that's been impregnated with mushroom spores, knock that in, and then you cover the hole with beeswax, and then you just leave it and wait. A neighbour of mine lives over the hill. He's been doing these and he's been getting successful crops of mushrooms for 7 or 8 years, he reckons. So I can't wait until they start growing. I've got 3 types of mushrooms. In the bottom row I've got shitache mushrooms. They don't sound very appealing. So I've also got oyster mushrooms. I love oyster mushrooms. I usually find those in the wild. And I've put some lion's mane fungi in as well. So fingers crossed, I'm really excited about this. Never done it before, but fingers crossed this works. It's super easy, and then you just leave them. And if they start drying out, you just give them a little water. But they won't dry out here in Ireland, not a chance. So in a year or two I might be doing a video about this. Let's see. Now let's go and have a look at our goose. Peggy goose has gone broody and she's sitting on eggs. Really exciting. Never had geese before these two. I've had turkeys, chickens, ducks, everything else, but this is the first time with geese, and she's sitting, so we might be lucky and get some goslings. She doesn't come off for feed, so I'll give her some food now. I take her food every day and water, so I'll film that while I'm doing it. I've got the chicken feed in the office at the moment because I'm feeding them fermented food. It's mixed corn, barley in a bucket of water with a splash of cider apple vinegar, and then just put somewhere fairly warm, leave it a few days, and it starts fermenting, and it's really, really good for them. Almost in the same way that fermented foods is good for humans. Let's think sauerkraut, kimchi, stuff like that. I'll show it you. Once it starts bubbling like that and having a nice smell to it, you know that it's done. I got about 40 of these buckets out of a skip. If you can guess which county in Ireland I got these from, you'll win a special prize. I've just been mobbed en route, so I'd better give the girls some as well. Could have done with another day or two, really. Just look at how much the chickens love it. Her gander named Clive. Thank you, Fran, for naming him Clive. I don't use that name, I call him Trumpet because of the noise he's always making. But so Clive makes the nest, so he made the nest for her, and I've got to be honest, it was absolutely embarrassed. I was embarrassed on his behalf, so I put her in this dog bed, and then I put his nest inside there, and then she started laying. The last time I saw the eggs before she started sitting, she was on 9, so that's going to be great. And she doesn't get off to feed at the moment. She's not getting off anyway. Hopefully later on she will. So every day I'm just bringing her a little bit of food without upsetting her if I can. Just giving her a little bit of feed. She'll probably want a drink. Go down. Ow, that's not nice. I might get pecked every now and again, but if she gets a little drink, then I'm happy. I'll try her again in a bit. She's not playing. She's camera shy. What are you doing? You're saving that. There you go. It's finding that balance between trying to keep her in good condition and not upsetting her too much. I'll leave that there for for 10 minutes in the water. There you go. I knew you wanted some water, didn't I? So I'll just leave that there with her for 10 minutes. This cheeky one here is Socks. He's a very old whippet. Oh, a good boy. Oh, a good boy. And this one is my retired racing ground Gwen. Beautiful, aren't you, Gwen? Thank you for watching. If you'd like to help the channel, just give it each video a thumbs up, a comment, and share it. That helps the channel grow, and that's the best way of helping us out. So thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now. Oh, go on, we done. Yeah, we done.